Tēnā koutou katoa, everyone, and welcome back to Mucky Hope Productions. I'm your host, Mucky Hope. And oh my God, we're finally here. What feels like almost 10 years of preseason, like millions of years of waiting for a season like this. We finally have our first ever international showdown of Survivor. And so for the Ultimate Premiere Week, I had to get the best of the best I could find to come on and talk about it. And, very similar to many of the American players, David, Luke, Janine, Sarah, all these long-lasting players we haven't seen in a while. I had to get V. It's been a long time. How are you?
I'm just doing just so well, but I am really pleased to be back with you guys.
Yeah, now it's been such a long time, but as well as joining with V, I just get the two poor souls that I dragged through this preseason with, covering every single player, and then we had to do like a boot order prediction with Shin and Gus on where we think everyone's going to, turn up. And I'll start off with the handsome man right below me, all the way from South Africa, representing world with me. It's the amazing Richard. How's it going, brother?
Hey, happy days. Really enjoying the season. Happy with how it's going. So yeah, we'll talk about all of that later.
Yes, and it's the global championship, Aussies versus the world. So I had to get on. I've been one of my favorite Australians I know. It is Michelle or Winchell. How's it going?
Yeah,
I'm good. I can't wait to chat about this terrible week.
Yeah.
Too many good people went.
Yeah, and joining us in the live as always is Mr. Gabe. Survivor Olympic finally happened. Yes, man. It's dream come true. And WTF was this week. And hey Richard v. Michelle, wasn't expecting Michelle. What a pleasant surprise. And as always from the lovely Jenny, what an amazing week. I rewatched these twice already. Everything I wanted and better. Yeah, 100%. And of course, V is back because she knows those knees. Just really quick, V, whose knees were you impressed by the most this week?
Janine, she's a beast, and she's worked hard. What a champion! And I know Tony's hurting. Tony is definitely hurting.
Yeah, it's all about the knees, and if the knees are good, your likelihood of winning is up here. But if it's starting to hurt, not so much. But Michelle.
Yes.
Opening week, right?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? Has the season been everything that you've wanted? Has it been it's better? Has it been worse? Like, how are you feeling?
No, absolutely amazing. Great gameplay, shocking blindsides, just shocking vote outs. Like, I have a 4-person fantasy league of which 2 of them have now gone. And I just can't believe it. Like, we didn't know if the big people were going to go first or the little ones. Like, we had no idea. And yeah, it's the big people first, obviously. Is it going to continue down this way? Let's see.
Yeah. Well, V, I know that when we did the initial cast reaction when the first promo dropped, something that we talked about was it is such a short season, 16 days, 14 people. Will the gameplay be any good? Are you happy with the gameplay you've seen so far?
It's kind of converted me these 3 days. I think, okay, so these are experienced players. So I think that needs to be taken into account. We're not working with first timers. Everyone knows how the sausage is made. So I think it works in that context. I like the speed. I like the pace of it. I think we've all moved past the whole fascination of watching people survive. That I don't think anyone's watching the season to see people hungry, looking for food, looking to make fight. We've done that. We did all that in the first 10 years of Survivor's existence. So now it's about the gameplay. And it's kind of converted me, this style. But would it work with newbies? I don't know.
Or not. Yeah. Well, how about you, Richard? What's sort of been your opening thoughts for the season so far?
I think the best way to describe it is sort of like reminiscing, because there's so many players I miss that I haven't seen in a long time. Want to see how they play this time, seeing if they still got their riz, their mojo, and a lot of them do. So yeah, really enjoying it. The challenges are also interesting. So yeah, looking forward to those ones too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess let's just get things underway. Let's talk about the World Tribe first, because ultimately the premiere episode is largely about them. It's the only time they go to tribal council. And Richard, you were right. As Gabe says, we didn't get the first boots we expected on each tribe, except for you. You actually guessed Rob would be the first boot.
Yeah.
How are you so excited? Like, the one man representing your country is gone, Richard. Why are you so happy?
I mean, if he's watching, sorry, Rob. I'm sure you're an amazing guy, but like, I didn't really like when you played the first time. Or it's more like Nicole should win or anyone else. So when he came into the season and I saw him just like guns blazing I feel like he had the right idea that one American should go, but the thing about like shoving things down people's throats is that it doesn't usually end well. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about you, Michelle? I know Rob was one of your favorite players coming into the season.
Yeah.
Like, have you been coping all right? Do you need me to help pay for any counseling sessions or anything
No.
like that?
I've been looking at his exit interviews, listening, and no, I'm not coping because I haven't seen him for a few years, but now all this info is coming out and all these videos and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like no time. And he actually said now that he's, he'd let it go and that was his Survivor time, but now that he's come back and done it again, he really wants to play again. And he can see the errors in his ways by just, in hindsight, and also looking at it now, look with it playing back, and he can understand totally what he did wrong. But he didn't know Parvati and Sari very well. He didn't watch their seasons. He knew all the Aussies. He'd watched our seasons, and this is the problem because he didn't really know who was coming, so he couldn't really research. But he could research the Aussies because he's watched. So I think that was a bit of a downfall for him that he didn't know who Parvati was, and you can't do that to Parvati.
Yeah. Well, as Brendan says here, Michelle should swap the Kool-Aid for something a lot stronger to deal with all this. V, I know that when we had briefly chatted earlier, you said that Rob was one of your favorite players on the World Tribe. Are you gutted to see him go so early?
I mean, like Richard, a lot of it has to do with the accent. So, one of my favorite accents in the entire world is the South African accent. Yeah. So a lot was just me just watching the TV while he spoke going. But I think there was a lot of fangirling on that World Tribe. I was hoping it was just for show, but I'm not so sure now. When Rob left, I wondered if it was a bit of pandering to the US contestants, trying to get in their good books. And it left me a little bit disappointed that Rob had such a good point about being in the majority against, And so,
totally.
And it just looked a little bit like fan service on behalf of the world. And I expected more from them. It seemed like Rob was the only one that actually could see the forest for the trees.
Yeah.
And he even said afterwards, like he told them, he talked to them about it and said, we're in the majority. What he said he shouldn't have done was go to America and try for another vote because he didn't really need it. He could have just voted someone out and not told them, and then it would have been fine. Just a quick aside, V, have you seen him arm wrestle today?
No.
Okay, I'll need to send you the video. Ronnie on the side here said, where is it?
Here you go. Watching him arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle, like the American guy on Drop Your Buffs challenged him, and then all three of them put their hands up. You got to watch it.
I mean, he's huge. He's a unit.
Yeah, I mean, his guns are probably the same size as my head.
A lot of weight.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
But he did it on purpose.
And just a couple of comments I do want to read out is one here from Jenny. Lisa is me if I was on a tribe with Suri.
Yes.
And I did think this move was bad for Lisa. Logically, you get out an American first. You could have gotten rid of Parvati, keeping Suri for herself.
Yeah.
Well, that is almost the ultimate debate for this move, Richard, where you've got your idols, Suri, Parvati, Tony's all here. Like, yes, they could be shields for you in the long run, but like, isn't it better to take out an American first to sort of even up the numbers a little bit before you start working with them? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Lisa won. You should expect more from her in terms of the strategic side of things. But I mean, it's Siri. I also would have started crying. Because it's Siri. Like, imagine playing with Siri, strategizing with her. Her talking off the side of her mouth like, "Someone's coming. We don't want to work." So fun. Like, Lisa's also an amazing character. Remember what she said at the start of the game? She was like, "George is so insufferable." I was like, she has such good like TV moments. It's amazing. Yeah.
But I'll tell you something, Richard. When I was at the watch party on Sunday night and Lisa was there, which was amazing. She flew over for it. And that scene came on TV where she first started talking to Suri and she was tearing up on TV telling the confessional.
Yeah.
And Lisa was sitting like on the next table and she started tearing up, watching herself. And then I love Suri more than anyone else. More than Rob. I love Suri. And so I started getting emotional because Lisa was getting emotional at herself. And I'm like, this is stupid.
Oh, it's so amazing. This shit is on record.
Yeah. I mean, just what's such a great opportunity, not just for Lisa, but for all the world players, like, apart from the Americans, where, like, even with Tommy and Cassandra, I had no idea that there was even a Survivor Quebec or Finland, right? I didn't even know these guys even existed, but, like, they're here representing their countries, but also their franchises as well, and to play with, like, top tier American players, all of them, like, deserve to be on the Mount Rushmore for American Survivor. And the greatest Australians ever play as well. Like, what a dream come true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that to all of us?
Anyone? Yeah. It's like, whoa,
totally.
Yeah, I do sometimes when I'm watching, and for me, it's less Siri and more Tony. And I'm just like, imagine just being at the challenge and there's Tony throwing the sandbags and you just be like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just insane. But not to the point where you ruin your game because of it.
Yeah.
Well, Michelle, it is such a short farts season, right? Like, do you think maybe with Lisa kind of attaching herself to Suri and I guess like Parvati by extension, is that maybe actually a good move for the long run? Because who knows if a swap's going to happen or if an early merge is going to happen. The Americans are going to get targeted first. Is that maybe where a lot of her strategy went? Or is it more like, I just want to be with Suri?
I think the Aussies, if they're going to target the Americans, they're not going to target Lisa. They're going to do the Americans first and then Lisa can join with them. I think it's a great strategy because if the Americans want to get rid of any of the other world people, she won't be first. It'll be one of the other two because Suri said, she'd keep her safe. So great strategy. However, at the beginning, the four should have stayed together. But I think Lisa is too enamored with Suri, Parvati and all of them and knows how strong they are that wanted to go that way. Personally, no matter how much I love Suri, I would have stayed with the four. And I love Suri as much as Lisa does. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like all preseason long, we talked about how like Tony could have been like the first boot of this tribe. Like Michelle, are you surprised that they didn't go down that route and it was more like Rob versus Parvati, more so than like, hey, why not take out the two-time winner?
I mean, we didn't hear everything they have to say in the time that they have. But I'm very surprised that nothing came up about Tony, really. I mean, they were all looking towards Rob as to who to vote for. From what we saw.
Yeah. And I guess just to move on from after Rob, your boy Tony, he's in some hot water at the moment. Harvey doesn't really trust him. Sari doesn't really trust him. Yes, he might be helping carry the tribe in challenges, but do you think his time is about to come up short?
The Black Widow Brigade version 2 does feel to me a little bit performative on behalf of Parvati. A bit of like, this is what the fans want to see, so I'm going to give it to them. So whether it holds strong, I'm not really convinced, especially with some of Cass's confessionals in episode 3, I think. So, I mean, I don't think Tony's in as much danger as Tommy is, because I feel like Tommy's floating around an island unto himself. So, yeah, I don't see him in that much danger. And I do think that they're going to take into account that they got rid of Rob. They do need some muscle, especially with the way these challenges are going. These challenges are super physical. So it would be crazy. So I think if World comes to a vote again, I think it's Tommy that's on the chopping block. And then I think the female alliance is going to fall apart. I don't see it having longevity.
Yeah. Well, Michelle, you know, that's very interesting what V brought up. Like the second that Cass had found the idol, she immediately started talking about, you know, wanting to make a big move with this. And we saw in the first episode, her, like, it's not Lisa that's a swing vote. It was her, Tommy, and Lisa. That was a swing vote. They decided if Rob stayed or if like Parvati went. Do you think Cassandra is maybe getting ready to make a big move to take out, you know, either Parvati or Sari?
We haven't heard her say anything against them, really. I mean, can you think of anything that she said against them?
I mean, it was more so she was just ready to take like a huge swing, but it wasn't really specified who the swing was.
Should it be done this early in the game? However, is it really this early in the game, considering the game's so short? Like, I don't think she'd pull a move next tribal council. Because then why didn't they vote one of them off the first time? Like, it's frustrating.
You're asking logic in a season where sometimes there is no logic, Michelle. Like,
Sorry.
But I do have a couple of comments here. The women have a huge majority. Now that Parvati and Sari can go with the women, they want to drop Tony 100%. And if Tony goes, World Tribe will struggle to win challenges. Tony took such a leadership role in the episode 3 immunity challenge.
I mean, so that's the thing. There are, you know, and Gabe says, I can't bring it up because I'm not logged in. Gabe says Tony is going over Tommy. But the thing is, there is such a worship of those US players by the world that I can see Tony skating through based on that. Yes, I think if they were thinking logically, Tony would have gone in that first vote. But I don't think the world now are. So I think they would sooner, Cass and Lisa would sooner get rid of Tommy than Tony, because I don't think they're thinking of the threat level. I think they're a little starstruck, maybe, and also they've got their people protecting. That's just what I think.
But something as well, which Ronnie, you know, that Ronnie brings up, there's only 10 days to go.
It's ridiculous.
There's only 10 days to go, and then the whole season is over. So, you know, like maybe the big move artists might start getting into some of these players' heads of like, shit, there's only 10 days left. And I haven't really done anything. I need at least one move on, like, you know, like to give to the jury. So maybe everyone's going to start going, you know, left and right. And a comment here from Gabe: Cassandra should not go with the woman long term. She's a lesser known name. Keeping that idol for move to build a resume will help. Yeah, but I also feel like
I think Cassandra will be the downfall of the women's alliance. Like, I don't see that women's alliance doing anything long term. And
but I mean,
feel like, up to you.
I was going to say, I think Cassandra's in a good position because I think people don't know that from her season she was good at the challenges, and I think if in the next double tribal council, if two men go, like maybe Luke on the other side or Tony on the other side, that means it's going to be like majority girls. And who are the girls that are best at the challenges? It's Power Vand, Cassandra. So I think
Mm.
they might be in a good position, depending on how they played. And she has an idol, so yeah,
Yeah, I
good job
agree.
on her side. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, before we start talking about the double trouble that got teased at the promo, I feel like this is a perfect segue. The Aussies
Yeah.
got rid of the big threats. Michelle, what the hell
Yes.
happened on the Australian tribe? So
I
much
know.
drama, so much juicy stuff all went down across
Awful.
Yeah,
2
juice.
Oh,
episodes.
Monday was very good. Like I was stressed for an entire half hour thinking George would go. And then David went, and I was really loud in my lounge and going, woo, woo, just yes. But then he went the
Yeah.
next night. So I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Come on, people. But yeah, they want to get rid of the big people. And you know what? Shani wanted her revenge. George isn't
Yes.
actually too caught up about it because he knew that she would want revenge. And, you know, he said, I'm okay. He's not okay, but he's okay. He had it
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah. I mean, like, we talked about all preseason long. George was stuffed. You get what I mean? Coming onto this tribe, we got like 4 lifelong friends. Well, you know, with Sarah, we'll talk about her in a hot second. And then plus someone whose whole story arc for the season was, I want revenge on George. There's immediately 5 against 2. Like, how can you? Like, there's probably even like a worse starting point than what Tony had. And Tony's been able to pull through so far, but George hasn't. And something that was really funny, though, was I was at Kirby's watch party, right? And the moment that when, you know, David's coming up and it's like David, Kirby, and George. And
Yeah.
David's like, well, who's throwing up my name? And George is like, well, she's actually standing right here. Everyone like gasped and they're like, oh, what the hell?
Why would you do that?
Funny. Oh my gosh. But
Did they look at each other at that point?
they did. They're both like, they were like right next to each other.
Because when Lisa said George is insufferable, everyone laughed and we looked at them both looking at each other. It was good.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess let's, you know, break down the strategy of what happened, Michelle. So you've got Kirby, who's pretty much like the core of the tribe.
Yeah.
You know, like she had Shotty coming up to her right from the get-go saying, I want to be in a power duo with you. Sarah wants to be in a power duo with her. Obviously, she's got her tight friendship with like Luke as well. Do you think Kirby played this the right way in targeting the Golden God straight away?
I think so that she could have a chance. And you know what? She's sitting pretty because everyone seems to want to talk to her. Sarah's gone hot mess express. She doesn't she wants to trust people, but she can't trust people, and she's all over the shop, and she's like a jealous girlfriend almost, and she's watching where everyone is and what they're doing, and she's nothing like how she played in the first season.
Yeah.
She's just all over the shop.
Something I do want to bring up, Shotty, I want to work with you. Kirby, why? I thought that was really too. Yeah, I mean, how about you, Richard? You know, like, you're coming in as like the baby of the group, right? The most recent player, and she even said on the mat that she hasn't actually watched anyone else's seasons, and she goes right for the big one, the Golden God. Like, did you like this play from Kirby?
I mean, you know, I always used to say that Kirby is like the next Siri, but I think she might be better because, like, she hasn't watched any of the seasons. She doesn't know anything about most of the people on the other side. And she's just making big moves like it's her 3rd time or 5th time playing. She's really good. And one thing I liked is after that whole chaos of basically George throwing her under the bus, normally anyone would think that after being thrown under the bus, your name could be put up as the next person to go, and you should be in conversations trying to align or make moves. Baby girl was just sitting on the pool by the ocean, just like calm as ever, and people actually coming to her to try. I was like, how could anyone do that? I mean, Siri is amazing, but not even she could be sitting in a pool when she knows that she's just been thrown under the bus. Like, she's amazing. Kirby's amazing.
Yeah. V, I did really love the moment as well where like she's just chilling in the water and David's like, me, the Golden God, I have to go up to the princess. You know, for the
I am living for Kirby. And My question is, and you guys know her, you've met her. Is it confirmed that she hasn't seen anyone's season?
Uh,
Well,
Or
it says she hasn't.
is
Yeah.
because she's doing a real like especially this before the vote, before all of that, she was doing a whole I don't really, whatever.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking. I was like, did you really not do your research, or was that just you going, oh, I don't, I'm going in with a clean slate, just
Because it
so
worked. Yeah, because it worked for the first time. Because remember, she was asking Sarah if that's how George plays, and then Sarah was like, "Yeah, it's his way or the highway. If he can't get an idea through you, he'll go, other." I was like, "What? She really hasn't watched. It's insane."
Yeah, I would love to know if anyone comes across her, people going to watch parties and everything.
Yes.
Is that for real? Is that or was that a line?
Well, let's
Just
not
a party
forget.
line.
Let's not forget, according to the official Survivor AU page, that Kirby's most iconic moment is not watching a single season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that sums it up.
Yeah. I don't
Some
know,
of
man.
those iconic moments were very questionable.
Yeah.
But like, she's too good to be going in this clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like,
I wonder if there's a bit of strategy there.
yeah, like what I was gonna say, there's a comment here from Gabe that I really wanted to bring up. Where is it? Kirby does not like a simple first vote, play hard and fast, and has no fear. Something throughout Times First Rebels V. I felt really bad, but I felt like I was just completely shitting on Kirby the whole time because she would make moves that I would think was just absolutely diabolical. Why would you make a move like that, right?
Yeah.
But then she always found a way to bounce back from it. I think the best comparison is probably Tony from Kage-yan.
Yeah.
They're flip-flopping
totally.
everywhere, but somehow it's still in full control despite sort of making public enemies and all that kind of stuff, right? Very similar with Kirby. And sort of coming into the season, I really worried that maybe she tried to do a big swing, but she may not have the connections to pull it off. But she literally forced a 3-vote majority at Tribal on David, and that was enough for a tie and then a re-vote majority.
Yeah, she's really good.
I think she has this air of no one impresses me, and I think going into this kind of season is going to be such a gift for her, so vital for her. So I think regardless of what she knows or what she's seen, her line is, I don't know anything about anyone. I'm just face value. And so people know they can't pull her over with, I'm Tony, how exciting.
She couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, but whether or not that's true, that's for me yet to be seen. But I think it's so clever to be at nothing impresses me. No one's, I'm just going to play the game. And look where it's gotten her. She's basically running the show over in the Australian tribe.
Yeah. Well, Michelle, I'm sure you'll be able to add to this as well, where it's like with Kirby, I didn't get to chat to her much at the watch party, but the very few times I did, I understood why people loved Kirby so much on Times First Rebels and also on this season. There's just something about her that really draws you to her. It's like when I had conversations with George, I really like George, but I was like, shit, this is George. You get what I mean? But with Kirby, it was like, she's just so lovely, so kind and stuff like that. And
she's a coach,
Yeah, exactly. I understood why people just feel instantly comfortable with her. Like, would you say that's a fair assessment on Kirby's part?
Well, she's not loud and out there. She's quiet. So she looks approachable. And you can see on the show that her temperament, she might be seething underneath, but she's not showing it up top. Keeps herself controlled. And I think that plays in her favor on a show like Survivor, at least.
Yeah. And let's quickly talk about Sarah, because I really love this comment here by Alan. Sarah be like, David, I've known for since I'm 17. Nah, or vote with one person I've known for 10.
17 minutes.
Yeah, like Richard, like I've been so excited to see Sarah come back and play. Season 2 is my favorite season of Survivor ever.
And she's hot,
she-
yeah.
yeah, but she finally has a chance to come back, right?
Yeah.
And she's trying to play the loyalty game. She wants to be really loyal, sort of be like a heroic kind of player, but then immediately starts to go back to her normal self, but on the extreme. All the episode 2 drama was all because Sarah didn't want David to go home, but was also like not really sure who she wanted out, you know? So she told Janine to tell David that, like, hey, have you got an idol? You better play for it. And yeah, and then obviously it all starts spiraling from there. Like, what is Sarah's game at this point, Richard?
I think the key thing here is that every player has like a trauma about how they played the first time. And then I think Jeff Probst also spoke about this, that like he's, been a part of like almost like 40 seasons. And then he always gets asked the questions that like, why don't players change after they played the first time? And it's that people don't really change. How they play, especially when they're hungry, goes back to their innermost personality. So they can't really fake or try change much about their game. And I think I'm starting to see that with Sarah. Like she's really trying to build a new reputation where she sticks to one person, but like her body can't. Like she's always like talking to people, trying to manage. She just can't, even when she tries her best. So I mean, it's entertaining to watch, but yeah, she is gonna find herself in a hot pickle, and I don't think it's gonna work out for her. I'd be surprised if it did. It's just too many fingers and too many pies.
Well, Michelle, I personally feel like for Sarah, now this is my personal assessment, where I feel like she was doing really well at the game up until she's sort of like, when she started having that rivalry with Luke just before the merge, where she really came up top as like a strategic sort of leader. Because then I think going into merge, it was like, okay, well, she is a bit of a mastermind with kind
she
of like
let
alpha
too much out and people saw who she was. Before that, she was really under the radar. She was playing a really good game, and then she just became too loud. And it was her downfall, because then people thought, geez, she's playing well, let's get her out.
Yeah. And I guess, did you like the move by Sarah? I know she instantly regretted it when they came back to the third episode, but do you think it was good for Sarah to cut David this early into the game?
Depends. If she wants to go with the Luke, if she wanted to go with the Luke David sort of triad, she should have stayed there, because everyone's sort of in a minority now. There's pairs, but there isn't a group. Where she could have been in the group with 4, a good solid 4, and voted out the other 3. But has she shot herself in the foot? I don't know. Like, I mean, at that tribal council where David went, so much could have happened. I mean, George put forward Janine, David, and he kept with that. And if David would have kept that, and Luke, and Janine voted for some random, it could have been a 3-3 again, and then it would have been Janine or whoever else out, like whoever the other 3 voted for. So it could have been totally different. But people aren't listening to anybody, really. They're all over the shop, especially in that one.
The big question is, does Sarah like shine at merge if she's in an alliance with David and Luke? I doubt. And does that harm her game at Final Trouble Council? Yeah, so hindsight.
No, but you get through. You get through to merge, and then you let the Americans take out the big dogs.
Yes,
and then you're there.
Okay,
No, a really great comment here by Gabe as well. Kirby wants a loyal ally who follows her no matter what, but Sarah likes discussing options, not just picking one and sticking to it. And Sarah's acting like a clingy girlfriend. That's not a good look.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah. Well, V, we had a very exciting scene in episode 1 for the Power Bottoms alliance between Luke, David, and George. Yeah, they're all throwing down. and then it cuts to David, and he says, "Nah, I'm just messing with George. I don't want to work with him at all." Do you think that this is David's downfall, him potentially not working with George?
Well, I think didn't we call that like I feel like a year ago when the cast was leaked and we're like, oh, George is going to get eaten alive.
Yeah.
Look, I thought I never like it when people act like bullying a little bit. I was like, give George a chance. But he's just, I mean, how do you align with George? How do you, how could you trust him? I don't know how I would work with him.
Same.
He's in charge, and I don't know if they had much choice, but I'm living for the power bottoms thing. That was what I'm tuning into this season for. It's just moments where, the game is people who've played the game before, so they're not taking it super seriously. And like in terms of things like that, and such a good moment. But it was never going to work with that. And I didn't believe it for a second with those boys.
I believed it. That's how good David is. I thought, okay, they're finally doing it. I'm so happy. And then it cuts to David being like, I'm not doing that. I could never work with George. He thinks he could be my shield. What? I'm the god. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Now, how about you, Michelle? We covered the promo together where they teased us that George and David might be working together.
Yes.
Were you sad to see that all just be a massive lie, or were you like,
no,
nah?
because
like,
I never believed it was totally 100%. Obviously, they tease you with lots of different things, and I never totally believed it. I was hoping it might happen, but I never totally believed it. I mean, first of all, what is the name of the alliance? And why do you have to name your alliance? Like when the three girls were on the beach, Shani, Kirby, and Sarah, who said, what should we name our alliance? Was it Sarah? I don't know. And then they're all like, what?
Cookies and cream.
Is that the US Big Brother influence? Because I know it happened a lot in US Big Brother where every alliance had to have a name. And I feel like it's creeping into other shows, and I feel like it all started with US Big Brother.
I feel so too,
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what else was creeping. Mr. King of the Jungle himself, Luke Toki.
Founder.
I loved it so much. How the start of episode 2, how he steals the bananas. And he's like, "Oi, Johnny,
Cookie Monster."
He stole the bananas, and he's just secretly handing them out to Shani and David. And he's like, "Oi, watch this. I'm just gonna go. Where's the bananas?" And then straight away, Kirby's like, "Where's the bananas?"
I think it's a little. It's stuff like that where people know their personalities. They know they've got fans, and it's that sort of performative thing. Just throwing a little thing for the fans, Mucky included, of like, I'm just going to be a bit silly and chaotic, and why not? That's kind of what we've tuned in for, people who know their brand.
Yeah, and Richard, we do see that Luke, he finds the idol, which I was so happy about. I was like, oh my god, Luke's got the idol, but the idol looks like a rock. Like, did you see what the idol looked like? I was like, is that actually a rock? Is that like... It's just my computer, like a bit stuffed or something, but like no, like it was like it genuinely looks like a rock.
Yeah, it looked silly. I mean, I'll be honest. I usually don't like Australia's idols because my idea, an idol must look like something that anyone can make at any time, like a bead of like things. Then anyone can fake it. But that one, it's like a circle with like a ram's horns, and it's like. It's too complicated, but I'm happy that your boy got an idol. Happy days. I'm glad he hasn't played it yet because, I mean, if anyone in such a big season, you must play it for yourself and no one else.
Yeah. Well, as Gab brings up, Luke actually keeping it a secret, which I thought he was like going to tell David and Janine about it. It looked like he was going to, but then he was like, nah, I haven't found anything.
Oh, yeah.
But in such a short game like this, right? what is more valuable, an idol or a close ally? Like, do you think Luke should have played his idol on David?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that one. I mean, my mantra is a secret idol is the best kind of idol. I don't know. I don't know if like they were close and everything. I also didn't really buy the Luke David longevity either. You know, you've got two such huge players, so I wasn't buying that alliance as set in stone anyway. So I think him keeping it secret is the best thing at this point, because he'll probably need to use it the next day. So I was kind of disturbed. I mean, I always am disturbed when the idol goes straight down the pants. Yeah. And I think poor JLP just holding them by the little string of it's just always straight down the pants. And Luke, it was just straight down the front of the jocks. And it's like, oh, yuck.
Where did Cass put hers?
Oh. Because I know where I would put it. It'd be just straight down the front of my jocks.
Yeah, Cass put it down the pants. And then the key for Parvati went in her top, though.
Yeah, gosh. And it would all be sweaty and sandy and gross.
But Parvati and the key, like, it was literally in front of her eyes. And she's still looking for it.
I was like,
yeah. Actually, just a very underrated moment on the World Tribe. I do want to talk about this, and then we'll quickly go back to the Aussies Tribe. But, like, when they're trying to open the lock, and Lisa's, like, distracting Tony, and Tony drops the thing in the well, and Lisa's like, helping lift Tony.
Oh my god!
No, but just Parvati trying to close it up again and can't close it up, and Cerie's laughing, and Tony's coming, and then they're going, "Sit on it." No, you sit on it. It was like a comedy routine. I loved it. And then I'm like,
it broke my heart. I thought, tell Tony, tell him.
No.
But I spotted something in that whole situation that you guys might not have, and it makes absolutely no difference now.
Yeah.
But Lisa mentions to Tony, "You're the greatest player of all time." And Tony said, "No, I'm not. Like, I don't have like a tattoo here or anything." And I was like, does Tony rate George?
Must.
And I was like, oh, Tony rates George. That could, as like one of the greatest players of all time, that could come in as important. No, it won't, because George is gone. So
such a nice spot. Oh, geez.
Yeah. I mean,
I was so excited by that.
You know, I guess we'll go back to talk about Rob and his legacy towards the end. But Michelle, the Golden God, it gets taken out in a crazy tribal. 3-3. George tries to flip things onto Janine. No one's going with the Janine plan. And David gets taken out. Like, what's your overall thoughts on David? Has his legacy changed, or is it the exact same?
Same.
The same?
Yeah. Depends if an Aussie wins this season. I think if an Aussie wins, it might change. But someone like Luke, I don't think it would change with any of the women. I don't think that would influence Dave and his legacy at all. But I think it's really interesting that although Parvati, I think, wanted to work with David, when she found out he was out, she was like, "Oh, that's me off the hook."
Yeah.
Because she had, let that slip. And then Rob had told everyone, and she thought that it affected her game. And so,
Can we talk about that? Like, that's I don't think that was so smart of her. Like, I mean, we love Pav, but I feel like that was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, huge mistake. But let's quickly talk about the third episode, though.
Yes.
Kirby makes this humongous move. She takes the bull by the horns, steers the David vote, and she gets no backlash. No one is talking about Kirby. No one's coming for Kirby. And it's just George being like, "Luke, I'm gunning for you next." Like, like George reached like peak Russell pretty much, Michelle,
Yeah.
where he's like just straight on telling people, nah, I'm voting for you next. There's nothing you can do
Yeah.
about
So
it.
good.
Yeah. Did you like this approach by George?
That was just
Anyone?
silly.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't.
Mm.
That whole scene was just really strange. He shouldn't have done it, and I think he was just trying to keep his survivor persona going.
Yeah.
But I think he shouldn't have done that at all and given himself more of a chance. Mind you, when he acted crazy like that, Janine just thought, well, you're acting crazy, you must have an idol.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It almost worked. It was
Okay.
one vote away from making it
There's
work.
George.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Richard, we do see that, with George and how he's sort of acting, obviously he threw Kirby under the bus. Turns out, fun fact actually, that George had shared with us, that moment with him curbing David apparently happened 10 minutes before lockdown. So right before they had to, keep
Okay.
everything a hush and start walking to tribal, right? But is there anything George could have done, though, Richard, to have saved himself in this spot?
I don't think so, really, because also he's George, so it's not like he can hide or keep quiet. He's always gonna tell people what to do, force his opinion down them, or else they can you believe the guts of that guy going to Luke and telling him that either you vote for Janine or your head is next? Only George can do that, and still, I don't know. That guy's insane. Still love him though.
Yeah. And we do get some interesting drama, though, where it's like Sarah really regrets, taking out David, and she sneaks up to Luke and Janine. It's like, hey, I'm with you. I hated I had to do that. I really want to get rid of Shawnee. She wants to take out Shawnee of all people. Did you like this play from Sarah B?
I'm not quite sure what she's doing. I thought she was onto something when she said to Kirby, basically, I sacrificed David for you. That's got to mean something. And I was like, okay, you're onto something there. That's probably a good track to take. And then it was just all other stuff. I don't know, Sarah. I don't know what you're doing.
It's like that. It was like
someone,
that. Doing this and that. You're like, what are you doing? No, stop. And just like,
Yeah. Someone said in chat, I can't remember who, that she's just overthinking. And I think that's possibly it. Yeah, I can't see where the comment is now. It's gone too far up. Whoever said it, say it again. She's just overthinking everything, and I think she's gotten a bit neurotic with it all.
Yeah, she looks like she needs a hug or something. Like, you're gonna be okay. Just
settle, pedal.
Yeah.
So
I don't know where she's at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, just take a chill pill and just calm the hell down, it's only an international championship of Survivor. Why would you be overthinking it?
Yeah, it's just been 2 days, right? Calm down.
No one's watching. No one watches this. Just calm down.
Just calm down, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an interesting point here by Gabe, though, that Sarah wants to cut off Kirby's other option, making Kirby only work with her.
Yeah, she should just go with that. Just go with that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. But is it a good idea? Because as we sort of spoke about, earlier, where it's like the Australian tribe is not united. If she went with David and Luke originally, right, there's at least a strong 4, maybe a 5 with Kirby if she stays loyal, going into a merge. But now you've got Luke and Janine as a 2, and you've got Kirby, who's got a private thing with Shawnee, another thing with Sarah, but Sarah wants Shawnee out. You get what I mean? It's a messy 5.
That's the thing. The episode 2 leading up to Tribal was so messy, and I think Sarah's a big part of that. Sarah is messy, and these are all good ideas, but I feel like she's trying to play both, and it's not working. Yes, she could have stayed with the whole Janine, David, Luke thing. Yes, she could have done that. She's here now, offering David up as a sacrifice. Good, go with that. Removing Shawnee to sort of stay in with Kurt, fine. But I think it's just, I think she's got ideas and she's just not pulling them off.
Yeah. Well, Michelle, did you, I guess, like the idea of Shawnee going out here. She's a huge social threat. She can get along with pretty much anyone. Did you think that, I guess, Kirby should have taken the shot and taken out Shawnee now? Or do you think it was good that Kirby really drove the George vote?
I think it's good. It's best for her to drive out George. Not best for me. Obviously, I would have liked Shawnee to go, but I'm glad Shawnee got her revenge. I mean, Kirby needs to keep Shawnee in, and she doesn't need George, really. George wouldn't have kept Kirby around for any length of time because he understood, her gameplay and stuff. So, yeah, I think she did the right thing.
Yeah, something that I think as well, which it just goes to show just how great of a player Luke is. George is the only one saying his name, right? But Shawnee immediately goes up to Luke. It's like, hey, no, I'm doing the George thing. Kirby says that, Sarah's trying to get back in with Luke and whatnot. And he pulls, Kirby and Sarah aside. It's like, hey, are we doing the Shawnee thing or the George thing? What are you thinking? Whereas we saw players like David, like George, like Rob even as well. Ironically, the first week gone, telling people where to vote. But Luke is like, what are you guys doing? You tell me and I'll do that. And, that's why Luke hasn't really even been targeted in the early stages. Richard, do you think maybe Kirby and Sarah should have just kept along the trajectory and taken out a Luke or a Janine next?
Yeah, but that's boring. I think Kirby and was it Shawnee saying that you only play this game once, so just go full steam ahead. Because that's entertaining gameplay. But I think, who benefits anything if Janine is in or out of the game? I don't think she's really putting in her motives around. She's just maybe a grand advisor here and there. But like I said, I think they made the right decision because I don't see how Janine going out benefits anyone, really.
Yeah. Well, Michelle, let's actually quickly talk about Janine. I'm a little disappointed.
Juiced.
If I have to be perfectly honest. I was quite hyped to see Janine come back, the godmother of Australia. With Sarah, while it's very chaotic, I'm enjoying the messy gameplay with David, Luke, George, Kirby, Shawnee. They're all bringing so much. But we haven't seen a lot of Janine. Is this maybe because Janine's just not really doing anything, just whatever Luke and David are wanting to do? Or do you think that there's something more to
possibly. However, she's had David and George to contend with in that the camera loves them and their confessionals are fantastic, and they've only got so much time to give to each player during the show. And, if they're giving more and Sarah's running around crazy and Shawnee's doing her Shawnee things, Janine would, she pales into the background. She might be saying a lot of good stuff, but we don't get to see it because we've got the big players. Now, maybe now David and George have gone, she will come out more. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see,
Yeah. A comment here from Char Dude is George calling him boring and waste of a play was honestly so funny. I was actually happy for it to be here, but she has let me down. Who knows? Maybe, as Michelle said, just give it a bit more time. Maybe she'll have some more confessionals. I feel like production is not happy with Janine this season. The Droppy Buffs ex-interview left George shading Janine, wishing she wasn't cast in. Yeah, did you guys see that?
No, I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of shade towards Janine. Even at the watch party, there was quite a bit of shade towards Janine as well. Yeah.
Yeah, someone else with a purple edit is Tommy. All I see him doing is picking up wood, starting fires. I heard a word.
Yeah. Well,
I love when they were picking up wood and George said, "Oh, we're actually going to pick up sticks. We're not."
No,
I thought we were just coming out to strategize.
Yeah. And I guess just before we do go back to the World Tribe, King George is finally gone. Probably the only time, I feel like the last two votes were the only time he's been blindsided since early days of Brains versus Brawn 1. It's kind of crazy how much in control George has really had throughout the game. Has his legacy changed for you? Or was it similar to David, where it's still the same? He's still one of the greatest players too.
Yeah. I think it's such a weird season. All the rules are out the window, and the only thing that could have saved him was him finding the idol, not Luke.
Yes.
And wouldn't that have been great?
Oh,
But
awesome.
yeah, I'm sad to see George go. Such an entertaining figure in whatever he does. So yeah, it's a shame, but we've got lots of other entertaining people just behind him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess just right before we do go back to the World Tribe and what we think is going to happen there next, let's talk about the Australia Tribe, because in the promo for next week, it looks like there's a double tribal. 2 individual immunity necklaces are up for grabs. Michelle, do you think it's like a joint tribal, or do you think it is like 2 separate tribal councils?
That's interesting, because when you see the shorts for it, it looks like they're facing each other, or the other tribe is sitting where the jury will sit. Well, the way they've edited it, it looks like that. They may not be, but I'd really like them to be opposite each other, because that would be really interesting.
Yeah. And Richard, what do you think is going to happen? We've got Luke, Janina 2, and Kirby with like 2 separate 2s, but Luke's got an idol. Like Sarah, she went with Kirby's plan to. I guess there's one thing we should quickly talk about, though, Richard.
Yeah.
Sarah wanted Shawnee out so bad, was driving that vote so hard, but she still continued to vote for George. Not Shawnee.
Yeah, I think it's going back to the same thing of her like wanting to saying something different at camp, and then when she gets to tribal, she just goes with whatever like Kirby says, because she doesn't want the reputation of being a flip-flopper. But I think she still looks like a flip-flopper, except she's doing what Kirby says at tribal, and I'm not sure if that's going to last any long, because drama might be ensuing between them soon.
Yeah. And I guess just on top of that, who do you reckon will be taken out in the next episode? Like, what sort of your early predictions for the Australia Tribe? How do you sort of see everything breaking down?
I think Janine will be the target, because I'm thinking Luke will probably win immunity because he's a dude, and I don't know, maybe the challenge favors women. I don't know. But I do see Janine being in trouble, because I don't see the Shawnee thing happening. I think if Kirby and Sarah start fighting over trying to get Shawnee out, I think that's a recipe for disaster, especially going into merge as a fractured tribe. So I think they should probably just go together, go the easy vote. I'm sure Luke would also be happy getting rid of Janine, because I don't think she does much for his game. So
Yeah, I think it's very interesting, because I feel like Janine is at least a solid number for Luke. I can sort of see him like looking at this tribe being like, everyone is just all over the place, but at least Janine is someone solid that I can rely on, because he's been able to rely on her for the past like couple of votes already.
All right. Yeah.
Will he play an idol for her? I personally don't think so. Yeah, I feel like
he's not playing an idol for anybody. He's going to keep it for himself. He'd be stupid to do it.
Yeah. How about you, Michelle? Like, we did see a comment here from Ronnie saying that Kirby and Tony out.
Oh no, Kirby's not going.
I can't see Kirby going.
Same.
No. It'll be anybody but Kirby and Luke. I think it's going to be either Shawnee or Sarah or Janine.
Yeah, it's something that Gabe brings up. Luke and Janine get to pick between Kirby or Sarah. I mean, I just don't see Kirby's name.
Where's Shawnee, Gabe? What's Shawnee doing there?
Yeah, I could see the vote person being between Shawnee or Sarah. But I feel like Sarah would probably be the best vote, though, Michelle. Sarah's causing chaos. Yeah, she's causing chaos. Like, you don't really know.
I don't think Kirby will vote for her, because she knows Sarah wants to be with her. I don't think she'll vote for her.
Janine makes sense.
And there seems to be more in the majority on their side than on Luke and Janine's side.
Yeah. But it's like constantly like fracturing, because Sarah kind of wants Shawnee out, and Shani is very intuitive. I'm sure she might be able to find something out. And yeah, as Gab says here, Shani squeaks by because Sarah and Kirby fight. I can see Sarah flipping and voting out Kirby.
Really?
What if Shani wins immunity? That's also another thing.
Ooh. Yeah, with the Pilates and swimming, paddling, all that.
Depends
Yeah.
what they're doing. Are they hanging off a pole?
They're doing the
That's
leg
a
one.
girl win.
They have to balance the weight with their legs till they get tired.
Oh,
Yes.
girls normally win that, don't they?
Yes.
Hang
they
on.
do.
I
Yes.
think that is the challenge, actually. Hang on. Let me quickly find
Is it? I haven't
the
seen
Next
it.
Someone Survivor. Hang on,
Yeah,
just
they have
give me
to
2
balance like this
steps.
block with their legs, the longest.
I think you
So
can
second
kind
endurance.
of see that.
Parvati's winning that one.
Or Cass,
Yeah.
Cassandra, because she's good at endurance as well. So one of those two.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hang
Yeah,
on. Let me
so I
quickly
think
stream it
Tony
real
might be in
quick.
trouble there.
Just for copyright issues, I'm using Mud Survivors YouTube channel. Massive shout out to Mud. He's an absolute legend. But you kind of see like the blocks and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? You sit, you have like the block up. I wonder if it shows anything. So you got the one.
You've got
You
2
kind of
blocks
sit
there.
against you. Yeah. I wonder if it shows anyone in the challenge.
Yeah, it does show them with, pressing the legs on the thing. Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
so there you go.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
that is that challenge.
She's gonna win, I think.
Yeah,
Cassandra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like that
so.
one's
Looks like an
definitely.
Olympian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, who's the Olympian?
She looks
She
like
looks like an Olympian.
Oh, Cassandra.
The way
Yeah,
she's posed there.
yeah.
one. Yeah. I think Tony's in trouble. I don't think they're gonna get rid of Tommy. Yeah, writing's on the wall. He
Yeah.
doesn't have the idol. He's in trouble.
No.
Women have majority.
Hang on, Brendan just said there's 10 people on the mat. If you counted them, can you see who's there? Because at the moment we've got 11. Who's missing? Brendan?
Right.
It's Monday nights, not Sundays.
Monday night. That means someone's gone. They have to do it when it's even, actually. If they're voting out one on each tribe, they normally do it when it's even. So that's Monday. So who's missing? Okay, go back to the ad.
Because if we have a look through here,
The
Channel
minivan.
10. Come on, don't make it this easy for us.
count how many yellow ones there are. There are 5 yellow ones. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
And for pink ones, it's 1, 2, 3,
How can you
4.
It's
Oh,
6.
it might be 5.
There are
Six.
6. Move
Yeah,
your
6.
see
one-
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 6. Yeah.
So,
Zoom in.
yeah, there are
Okay,
6.
hang on.
You sure there's 6?
It's just zooming out. My gosh.
2, 3.
Yeah, it is 6.
Yeah, there's
I'm zooming in.
dead ass. There's 6.
Yeah, it's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
5.
so that is 11. Yeah.
Oh, I thought Siri
Yeah.
got medevaced.
Yeah,
like
there's
one of
6.
the other ways.
Okay, it's Sunday night. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brendan.
It's Sunday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All this panic. Imagine if they actually did that. If they accidentally just showed who the final like 10 are. You know.
I can't believe we're at the final 10 next. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, so fast. But anyways, we're not completely done yet. Actually, there's one thing I did want to bring up as a potential idea. Somebody said it. It's here we go. A twist we have seen before, a double tribal where they vote 2 people out, 1 is saved by a fire making challenge.
Oh, does Australia
Yeah.
do that though?
Yeah, if they did a brains versus brawn between it wasn't fire making, it was between like Shannon
No,
and
that was coming back into the game,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No, because they voted out Shannon and they voted out Laura, and it was everyone has to unanimously decide who to go out, which they all kind of decided
yeah.
Shannon. And then in All Stars, you had like Phoebe versus Lydia as well in the fire making, and that's how Lydia went out. So I mean, it's an old one. I don't think they would use it here though, but
Oh, I can't wait for Joe
yeah,
to say the
Ronnie.
words again. Tonight is going
Ronnie
to be a
brings
little
up-
bit different.
so
Podium Idol Scramble. Is it Surreal Parvati that's going to run for it?
oh yes.
can I
Well-
just draw attention to Ellen as well before that? It's the waterfall edit all over again. That's like that is the deepest
It's a
cut.
waterfall.
Michelle and I doing the Amazing Race
Oh my
podcast, what, 2 years ago or something?
Yes,
What?
2 seasons ago, we had a waterfall edit.
Ellen remembers. She remembers.
Beautiful.
We remember too, Ellen. Anyway,
Well, anyways, I guess let's quickly talk about the World Tribe. So, Michelle, in the box, the big box that also you're welcome for the deep
Yeah.
cut.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
The big box that Rob he took on David opening challenge. Well, that was a pretty fun challenge actually, the 1v1s.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you know,
that
all
was
this
so
drama.
good.
What's in the cage? What's in the cage? Nobody knows. There's a bloody idol clue, Michelle, for
Yeah.
an idol at Tribal Council. Did you like
Yeah,
this?
and why the hell didn't Rob break it open with a rock? What, like,
Well-
it was broken open before with a rock? Like,
Yeah,
why?
well,
and then
I-
he'd been
yeah.
okay. Then he wouldn't have gone
only
out.
Only Mark can do that, Michelle. Only Mark can just smash open a box.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
you
going
know.
to ask Rob. That's what I haven't asked him. Why
Yeah,
didn't he break open the box? Okay.
Yeah. Nah. And
Yes,
Alan made a
funny.
joke that it was a picture of
Love
JLP
that.
giving the finger. That'll be pretty great.
Didn't
But
know
we
that.
do see that Parvati opened the box after a huge saga of everyone just missing out on the key, and it's an idol at the podium. And it looks like someone might make a dash for it, because V, did they share that information with Cassandra and Lisa about the idol being at the podium?
No, well, if Michelle says no, then no. I
No,
can't
Suri and
recall.
Parvati just together.
It's just was it Adam tried to do that at Winners at
Yes,
War?
I think so.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it
And everyone was
wasn't.
laughing at him. He was trying to
Yeah.
And
pull
at that
the podium.
point, they should have just let him have it and go, yeah, all right, it's an idol.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
yeah.
fair enough.
Take it.
Yeah.
Like,
It
let
happened
him
the
have
first
it.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's happened
the-
in
Survivor South
Survivor
Africa.
somewhere.
South
Yeah.
Africa with
Yeah.
Palista, yeah.
Yeah, season 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Adam's
So-
one is way funnier though. Yeah, Palista just stood up and got it, and then Adam was like, I will break this podium, just to grab
poor
just to
thing.
grab that stuff.
Super fan.
And everyone's like, that's
Yeah.
such a silly thing to do. He'd seen Survivor South Africa. He knew.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows. But Michelle, who's gonna grab it? Do you reckon
I
Parvati's
think
gonna
Parvati will
grab
be
it?
a lot quicker than Suri.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt, yeah.
Do you reckon that maybe that's how Sari gets medically evacuated, with our with our universe? It's because Parvati pushes over Sari, she falls into the fire pit.
Fire.
Just to try and
God.
grab the idol. And that's why she's on season 50.
That's why she's a legend.
That's why she's a legend. Yeah. No, but what do we see happening on the World Tribe, guys? Who do you think is going to go?
Tony's effed. I'm not gonna. Yeah, she's in trouble. Yeah, I don't see him surviving unless he pulls out a Tony move. I don't know how, but
He
he's
will.
in trouble.
He will.
hope-
He'll pull out a Tony move.
Yeah.
He'll do
Yeah.
it.
What else to say? We do have coming in from Brendan. I like these throwbacks. First, Rob being destroyed, like Eric, the Black Widow Brigade, and then this reference to Adam's autoplay, and of
Yeah.
course, Shani mentioning Sue's big
Sue's
move.
big
That
move.
was a big
Yeah.
one.
I
That
don't
was the big
understand
one.
why she's saying, am I Sue's big move? I'm sorry, she's not Sue.
It's
Sorry,
never happened.
I
Yeah.
know, Brendan, I know you think it's, happened for you, but if her name was Sue, then maybe, but she's Shani. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why she said it. Am I Sue's
Yeah.
big move? No, you're not, because you're not Sue. It's a big
Hmm.
move. It's maybe Shani's big move. Sorry.
And this one is a little personal to me. What did Stevie think of getting a mention too? I mean, Sneaky Steve all the way, guys.
Yes.
Sneaky Steve, you got to rock with Sneaky. Why isn't he on the Australian tribe? He could have snuck in.
Yeah.
I missed that. When was Steve mentioned?
What I was going to say, it was when
Shawnee.
Shawnee was
Yeah.
talking about getting rid of George and was like, or is this going to be like how Stevie tried to get rid of her
Failed.
for revenge, but it went nowhere.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
No,
It's
Ellen,
not-
I think she said, Ellen just said, no, she was like, if I don't do it, it'll be like Sue's big move. I thought she said, am I Sue's big move?
yeah,
Oh.
What?
as Brendan
She's doing
says
the
here,
sexy thing.
The big move, Sue's big move
yeah,
expert.
as Brendan says
Oh,
here,
okay.
she asked her
Yeah,
because
I
she's,
know, Brendan.
Yeah, he's the expert.
he is the expert. Michelle, you can't
I know.
argue with the expert.
I brought it up because Brendan's in the chat. Because I just thought,
Yeah.
well, what do you mean? It's not making any sense. But I suppose Ellen has sort of explained it in a way that it does make sense, but still. No, I'm sorry, Brendan. Sue's big move lives on until we have another Sue cast
Yeah.
in a Survivor somewhere in the world.
Yeah. Michelle's big move.
I don't have one.
Yeah.
Unless they get on the Amazing Race, then that's a big
Yeah.
move.
Well, V, you're hoping that Tony Max has passed the vote. How do we see it happen? We all thought he was going to be the first boot. He's hanged in there. He's survived this long. What is his play to get out from the spot he's in?
I was so confident until I came on this live and chat is just like, Tony's screwed. And you guys are all like, Tony's screwed. And I'm like,
It looks like it.
am I so blind? Am I just blinded by Tony that he's got to do something? Come on, Tony.
I hope
There's
so.
going to be a spy shack or an idol or something. He can't just go out with a whimper. I know he's playing it down for strategy, but I can't, guys. I can't.
Oh, look,
What
you
if-
can, because I had to have Rob go out. For Christ's
Yeah,
sake.
first, yeah.
How am I supposed to go on? I don't know. But
What if
I don't know what he's going to do. I'm so like I'm like a scrambling in the dark, deer in headlights now after seeing a chat and you guys. I don't know what's going to happen.
What if
Who knows what's
Siri?
going to happen?
Yeah,
It's been
I
like
was
this
thinking,
the whole time.
Yeah.
like, what if Siri and like Parvati are fighting to get the idol? Then they drop it, and then Tony picks it up and is like, "Well, that's mine now."
Yeah.
That would be
Good
gold.
thing.
Yeah.
Gold.
I still stand by my comment. I don't think the Women's Alliance is going to go anywhere, and I
hope
stand by
not,
my
yeah.
comment. I think Tommy's next. I stand by it.
Yeah.
And
I don't
Brad-
care
Well,
about
V,
chat.
as Gabe says here, you're blind. You did say so too.
I'm sorry. Okay, please, backstory about the knees. What is?
I don't know.
what
I
is
just
the-
kept mentioning, it was Survivor 50 and all these
Yeah.
elderly Survivor players that they've got on the ticket to play and thinking, like the
Their
knees have
knees.
got to go at some point. I also, I feel like I counted that a lot with lower back, the knees and the lower back. But
Yeah.
It's all about the knees, V.
yeah, I think I'm gonna see some injuries. But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question over there, the promo from Cool
Yeah.
Boys.
Tony's Titanic move. I
Yes.
haven't seen anything.
Why has he got a
Cool
shoe
Boys.
around his neck? I actually rewound it to quite understand if there was a shoe around his neck. There's a shoe around his neck.
I mean, maybe it'll be like Brad
He's got
Culpepper
something. I will
wearing
be
the.
right.
Like
Oh no!
the
Look at
rice
Richard's
pack,
face right now. Like, what
I'm
the hell?
just like, oh, what? It's like a new bag of
You need
tricks,
to
you know,
look at the
Tony.
Alright.
promo.
Hang on.
Oh, watch it.
Oh, we're
Hang
getting it up.
All right, hang on.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Let me just bring back
What?
up.
Doesn't make any
This
sense.
is-
It's like the knees and now.
Oh, Janine joke, Brendan. Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see if I can pause it at the right time.
Really?
That's Parvati.
Oh,
What,
see what?
that?
What's- Yes. What's
that a
No,
that?
that's
shoe?
not it. No, it hangs heavier because he's got.
Oh
a
no, they've all
damn
got their
shoe.
bags. They've got their shit. They've got their
Yeah.
stuff.
It'll be like a bag.
I was like, what?
Yeah, no,
going.
I don't
Keep
think that's
going.
a thing.
Oh,
Right,
He's
keep
a
going.
tribal with a shoe.
oh,
All right,
tribal.
let's see.
Tribal.
on.
He's a tribal. Yeah.
Tribal. Where's tribal? It is.
Oh, he's so
Oh,
good.
Tony's legs are almost
Yeah.
straight. That's not good for your knees.
Oh, I love him
No.
so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kirby, Siri don't have a. Oh,
What are we looking at there?
Oh,
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 where's
Oh.
his shoe?
see
Hang on,
Tony
he
standing
doesn't have
up,
a shoe on
chat.
oh. Let's see.
See,
Where's the
Tony's
shoe?
standing up,
Not yet. It's not on yet.
but he's standing up.
He puts the
Look at the
shoe on halfway through.
What do you
Now,
mean
where's the
halfway
shoe?
through? That's the whole promo.
Ad. No, this is no. I've seen the shoe today.
What shoe?
Why
Hang
is
on.
Janine going?
Is it-
So they're watching. There's a damn
so-
shoe.
They're watching
Tony's
Tony do
doing
something
big moves.
magnificent.
Hang on. Is this like a Channel 10 ad or is this like an Instagram
No, it's on the
ad?
Cool Boys Tom just said on the subreddit.
oh,
So you
Subreddit.
got to go deep into
Yeah, I've
the
seen it
Ah,
somewhere.
okay.
the shoe
Okay,
edit.
I'm not sure if I want to go into
a super
subreddit.
idol.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
go and find it. Ellen's
Yeah.
asking if V and I are doing the Amazing Race. I'm all for it. Do you want to
wanna?
do it again, V? The Amazing Race.
Sure, sure.
Hey,
Good. Do I have to bring
Awesome.
Bubby out? I can't remember why
Yes.
Bubby was.
Yes, the dolly. The dolly has
Dolly.
to make an appearance. She's
Dolly.
just been haunting your house this entire time.
yeah.
Where have I put Dolly?
Yeah.
Did I put her in a cupboard?
Did you take her back to work? Wasn't she from
I
work?
think I took her back to work. I've got to go take her off the kids again.
Just ripped it out.
Dolly can be behind me. Scary.
All right, I guess just bringing it back to
Anyway.
the podcast. Going from trying to, I don't think Lisa and Cass will allow Tommy to go. I bet that's where they put their foot down.
Yes.
Maybe
Oh, probably.
that's probably where Tony goes. It's either Tommy or Tony for the next vote. I think.
Yeah.
I think if they want to be smart about it, maybe Tommy will be the better option. Just simply because from watching this game on Survivor Finland, he's really chill, and he's really great at analyzing the numbers going on with the majority. He was like steering the votes a lot on his season, but he always just hanged around camp. He wasn't scrambling for idols or anything. He was always hanging around camp, just being the chill guy, and you can kind of see him doing that on the season. I just don't think it's getting any screen time because you've got literally Parvati, Serene, Tony being like TV gold, right? So,
And he
Yeah,
is a
I
super
feel-
fan, which is surprising.
yeah, but I feel like in terms of a target, keep Tony around because people are probably more likely to target Tony more so than Tommy, which could save Parvati and Serene.
hope-
But
I hope, yeah.
yeah, but then we won't have have you found the ad, Michelle?
No, I'm trying to find it,
Yeah.
but then something else just started playing.
All I heard was previously on Survivor. It's like, oh my gosh, Michelle's really
It's next episode.
Keep talking amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
And besides, we got to have a Luke and Tony moment together. Like,
Yes.
there was so much fun. The 1v1 challenges, episode 1. You had all the perfect matchups. You had David and Rob, Shawnee and Lisa, Parvati and Kirby, Luke and Tony. Like,
Tony with shoes,
very
big
good.
move.
Yeah, she's big move, yeah.
I want to know why Tony doesn't have it around his neck at the beginning or whenever the tribal part is.
I hope
he
he gets the idol then. I don't know.
Which is
we'll
the
see.
shoe?
Yeah.
I mean, Tony can pull off anything in that bag of tricks, so I'd love to see it.
It's time.
No
It's
hope.
time for some
Yeah.
Tony magnificence.
Yeah, and Gabe, we need more. Okay, we need more than just going down a slide and throwing a bag at a bell. All right, we've got to have them both of them making a spy shack, and then I'm happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
happy. That's all.
Spying
all I
on
need.
each other in their spy shacks from
And-
opposite sides of the watering.
This is
The
my
Yeah.
spot.
Or,
This is
or
my
maybe
spot,
it's
man.
like on like maybe it's along like the path to the water well, and so they can still very clearly see each other in the other bush, but they think
Yeah.
that the other one can't see them, so they're
Yeah.
just laying
Oh,
perfectly
yeah.
still spying. Oh, that'd be so.
just stalking each other.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that was so great. And something that Gabe did bring up earlier, I've lost a comment, but it's the idea of if Tony goes out, we're left with Tommy and Luke. Maybe they merge at 10 or two people going out at 9, right? Do you just think that they might just say stuff it and just get rid of all the guys? There's only 2 guys left. Like, do we think there's a realistic possibility, or do you reckon it'll be, all game on?
I
from
think
there?
it's a realistic possibility.
Exactly. Yeah.
That'd be great, just for
Mm.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Luke. Luke has to win the season. Okay, I will not be happy if it. Oh, maybe Lisa. If Luke or Lisa wins, then I'll be happy. But
Or Tony.
Yeah. Not Suri.
or Tony. Yeah. Also, sorry. Or Parvati.
Or
Or anyone really.
Yeah.
Kirby.
Yeah.
That could
Well,
be good.
actually, who do we think? Maybe because I think we're going to get the double boot. Then I think merge is happening straight afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Who do we think?
Although it'll be
will the
uneven.
merge target? It will be uneven. It'll be at 9.
Yeah.
Final
Who do we
season.
reckon will be the big merge target?
If Tony makes it through, Tony.
Tony.
Yeah.
Maybe Luke. But
I think
Kirby,
it could be Kirby.
Maybe.
yeah,
Kirby, yeah.
actually.
I feel like Kirby or Parvati. They're
Yeah.
the two big power players on the tribes going forward. But I feel like
Especially
with
with the whole
Parvati,
women's alliance.
yeah. But I feel like with
Isn't a
Parvati,
thing.
maybe it's just because at the moment things are kind of kumbaya. But she's got Suri, Lisa's with Suri, like Cass is sort of with them. I can see maybe Tommy and Tony. I mean, probably not Tony, but I can see Tommy sticking around with them. Whereas with Kirby, everything's just too split apart. You get what I mean? I think it's gonna be very hard for Kirby to actually rally anything together.
She's gonna want to make a
because
big
of
move.
Aussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's sort of my only fear with Kirby sort of going into a potential merge. But
She's amazing.
yeah. However, we all said good old winner prediction. Richard, you said Lisa was your winner pick, right?
Amongst others.
V, you said your winner pick was Tony, right?
I would like Tony to win. I think Kirby might take it out.
Kirby.
Ooh.
Who did you say on Facebook when I asked you again?
Suri.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so you said Serena was going to win. Michelle, who did you say again?
I don't know.
Luke? You know what?
Because
I'll
you
quickly
just
put in
wanted
the
an
chat.
answer, and I was like, I don't know. I'll give you a
I was
name.
give me an answer right now, Michelle. Gosh. Oh, yeah.
I say Suri.
I've got
Might
no
have said
idea.
Suri.
Let me just scroll all the way up. But while I'm doing that, Richard, are you feeling quite confident with your winner pick and Lisa?
Yeah, she has a low target. I don't think anyone is looking for her to be the vote. I don't think she's gonna win many immunities, so she's not gonna be a third for that. Socially, she's well positioned. Strategically, she's good. I think she could make it all the way to final 6-5 or maybe win if she has a good story enough. Yeah, she has to make moves. Yeah.
Yeah. And how about you, V? Are you feeling confident with Cerise, your winner pick?
No, not anymore. Well,
Oh,
I don't know. Shit, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
And I love
We should
Tony
have
so
had
much.
B
I
on
want
these
him to
podcasts
win.
with me because we're both making these faces all the time.
And I like Kirby now. And I
go with
think
Kirby.
Rich is right about Lisa. So I don't
But go
know.
with Kirby. Kirby feels right.
Do you need a one name? Is that what the assignment is, Mucky?
Well,
is the assignment one name?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say Kirby on one name. I'm going to
Yeah.
say Kirby.
Michelle, you gave me Luke after I forced you to.
Oh, did I? I think
Yeah.
I thought, well, Suri might get sent out, so Luke. So I don't know.
Yeah. I still feel good about Luke. He's no slouch in challenges. He was doing a great job with the sandbags even as well. A very heavily endurance kind of challenge. And he's got an idol. And there's only 10 days left, guys.
It's crazy.
He just needs to win a couple of challenges, play his idol, and then it's the final 3. And he's like, hey guys.
Dude, what do you mean by ratings are up a lot? I didn't see the ratings for Monday and Tuesday. I know Sunday wasn't fantastic, but
I heard George mentioned something in Kirby's watch party about the ratings going up massively.
Oh,
yeah.
Did he say it's because of
I'm
him?
not sure what up 21. Yeah, it was 21%.
Wow,
that's
Yeah, which is
beautiful.
pretty bloody good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere around 21%. I don't think 45, maybe episode 3, I'm not sure, but I remember George saying something about 21%. So,
Oh, impressive.
yeah, it's really impressive. Anyways, we've been rambling on for an hour and a half, guys.
Loving
Yeah,
it.
we need to
Like-
go off. I said
Yeah.
in my Survivor group that I love podcasts that are short and sweet. What happened?
Anything but long and
Yeah.
bitter.
But any sort of final or closing thoughts before we wrap up the podcast?
It's such a fun season. I'm
Yeah.
living for it. I love seeing the differences. I know it will get sort of mixed together, but the differences this week between the World Tribe and the Aussie Tribe and how messy the Aussies were and the world was so sure of themselves. Oh, it's fabulous. It's a great season.
Yeah. And how about you, Richard? Any sort of final closing remarks?
Yeah, I'm
Like-
enjoying the season. I'm happy Rob's out, thank goodness. Kirby's doing amazing. I hope her or Siri wins. So yeah, happy days.
Yeah. And how about you, Michelle? Any sort of final thoughts? Like,
No,
about
it
the
just
season?
keeps
Season?
surprising me. Like, seriously, I never know what's going to happen. I'm shocked
Yeah.
every time they change their mind and do something else. Like,
Yeah.
it's so unpredictable with these players. Like, it's, most seasons I can sort of pick who's going to go even to the final 3. I got no idea.
Maybe do the
No.
opposite of that. Maybe that'll work. Yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
total opposite of that.
The
Just
Tony
like-
will win.
Yeah, just like who is the most safe at the start of the episode? Well, they are the ones getting voted
Yeah.
out somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess with me, like, I love these comments here by Gabe and Jenny. I hope the ratings are great. Please tell me it's at least good enough for another Survivor Olympics. I reckon they'll at least do another one. And I'm fine if a sequel happens, but just not too soon, because obviously if there's a gap, it means a lot more. Yeah, like this season's just such a dream coming true for all of us, right? We've all done our brand steals, our what ifs, all these players were together and stuff, and this is living its dream. And while I would love for there to be another one, I don't think we're going to get some caliber of a cast. Like, if you can get 3 guys who represent Australia, George, David, Luke are the 3 guys. We're not going to get a season like this again. And if we do, not to the same scale. So I'm really enjoying every single second of this season. It's been a dream come true. But just some quick cheeky things to quickly plug just before we go. This Sunday night, Kirby is hosting a watch party in Melbourne. So if you are around, all the money that goes towards the watch party is actually going towards a domestic violence group that is based in Australia. So that's a very important cause. So if you're around in Melbourne, if you like watching Survivor, I'll be there. Kirby will be there. Make sure you come along and enjoy the show. Plus, the very next day, Eden is doing his watch party as well as a live podcast, the Survivor Debrief podcast. He's already posted that Laura Logan from Bransford Spawn 2, Eileen, Charles, Jess, there was someone else I forgot. Oh, Karen's going to be there. Tons of Survivor players going to be there. Australian Survivor.
And he's playing games. He's playing games and he's got prizes.
Puzzles,
and he has
prizes.
a buff.
Ooh.
Oh, is this a World Tribe buff? Is he the one that
I don't
bought it
know.
off me,
Eden-
Michelle?
Eden
Gosh.
told me he has a buff. So I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah. Michelle, would you like to share with the viewers just really quick? Because not many people have had the chance to experience me when I'm at my lowest. Would you like to quickly share how I was when I found out that the World Tribe buff, someone outbidded me on it?
Oh gosh, yes. Well, yeah, Mucky went for Luke's auction, or he was auctioning off a World Tribe buff, an Aussie Tribe buff, and then a World Aussie and Merge Tribe buff. The triplet went for over $2,200 for the 3. Mucky, literally 2 minutes before the auction ended, told me he was getting this world buff. He's got it. It's his. And then 30 seconds before the end, someone outbid him.
Less.
And Mucky's like, what? What do you mean? What?
Oh, man.
God.
I actually had tears in my eyes. I was so upset. I was like, no, why? No, the whole day I was leading the auction as well. And you're crying for Eileen was that you like, I mean, you know, it's close game. It's pretty close. But at least a beautiful friendship was formed through that game. There's no friendship between me and whoever bloody stole the World Try Buff. Like, I will find them and I don't know, I'll force them to eat blue cheese. I don't know.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I just do unspeakable things to them. But that does.
How did Chardu get an Aussie buff?
You got an
How?
Aussie buff. Oh,
Yes.
great job. Did you win it through Luke's auction? Oh, sorry, that's pretty bloody amazing. It went for, quite expensive. So, yeah, great job if you got through Luke's auction.
Mm.
But, yeah, that is the end of our podcast. 90 minutes.
Oh.
Can you believe it? Michelle likes it
90
quick and
minutes,
short. It's the absolute opposite.
Hell.
But
Yeah.
if you're new to the channel, subscribe for some cheeky, naughty times. We're all about cheeky, naughty stuff. Anything naughty you've been up to?
I've been uploading episodes onto Spotify. So if you're
Ooh,
looking to
that's very
just
naughty.
listen,
Yeah.
we have a Spotify. It's all going to be on Spotify, including this. So
Yeah.
check it out. Same name, Mucky Hope Productions. Ooh,
Also, Chad got it for $650 Australian dollars. Yeah, I think the
Worth
World
it.
Try Buff went
Well
for
done.
like 800 or something
Yeah.
Australian. I had it for
Crazy.
500 and then it was stolen from me. But Michelle, anything cheeky or naughty you'd like to cheekily plug?
Going to watch party on Monday night. Yes, in Sydney. I'm not sure who's going. There was talk of a couple of people, but I don't want to say names in case they can't make it. Yeah, so that's always a lot of fun.
Yeah. And how about you, Richard? Anything cheeky or naughty you're up to currently?
Nothing yet, but hopefully Tony or someone from SA tries to do a watch party, because I know there was one on Monday and that looked really fun. So hopefully they make another one so that I could give you all the nice tea about the reactions and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. And Michelle, just really quick from Chai Dude, where is the
God,
watch
it's at
party
the
dinner?
pub it's at the pub where it's always at in Sydney. It's in the Amazing Race. I'm not Amazing Race. Oh my God. Australian Survivor fans group. I bumped it to the top, but I can do it again. I don't know. Since I've been on this, I've got too many people who've chatted and it may have gone all the way down the page. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's called
But
Zeppelin.
I will. But look in the group. It's there. I've got all three
Yeah.
watch parties in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with me personally, I haven't really been up to anything cheeky or naughty. I've been, traveling Australia, well, just Melbourne City, really. And it's been a lot of fun. I'm actually getting to meet people. Everyone is a lot nicer and a lot shorter than I expected. But to be fair, I'm literally 6'5". It was quite funny
insane.
when I met up with Eileen. Like, she literally saw me even before I saw her, which was pretty funny. But yeah, it's been absolutely a blast this trip, and I'm really grateful to have met George, like Valeria. Like, that was such a surprising like first everyone. To keep up to date with what I'm sort of doing in the Survivor world, make sure you check out our Instagram at Mucky Hope Productions. We'll be posting a lot of stuff from watch parties, different Survivor events. I even did a Survivor challenge where I really showed, you Aussies how it's really done.
Yeah.
Absolute challenge beast right here. But until next time, I'm your host, Mucky Hope. Make sure you subscribe, ka kite anō, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.